Hey guys, how are you doing today? A couple people have asked me about how I fly the K-52 solo in the RHS server, and while I thought it's not really complicated, people were more so asking about the control aspect of it, like how I would swap between the pilot seat and the gunner seat so quickly. And so, simply put, you click on Options, Controls, under Common, you're going to scroll down until you see Swap Gunner. So I have this bound to the minus key on my number pad. It's just what I've been used to. It's something quick. It's the closest key to my mouse, so I can quickly access this key. Some people might put it on a mouse key if that's possible, but that's just how I put it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to quickly demonstrate. Just a small demonstration. I'll even show some footage of me in the server as well to get more realistic aspect of what it's like to solo K-52, because as you can see here in the editor, I do not have the ATGMs that is on the server currently, because I am not smart enough to know how to do that in the editor. So when we hit this key that I've bound, which is the minus key on my number pad, I swap seats. That's simple. When the vehicle is locked in the server, you cannot swap seats, so do bear that in mind. So as we can see here, I can swap as many times as I want. Now we're going to take off. Some people were telling me about, like, oh, what if you fall out of the sky? Or, how do you stop yourself from flying out of the sky? Well, it's really simple. You just have a little bit of forward momentum, because as you can see here, we're hovering for the most part. If I swap, we kind of aggressively fall out of the sky, but it's very consistent though. So as you can see, if I just level off here again, I'm always going to kind of tilt my nose down and bank to the right. So if we have just a little bit of forward momentum, not too much, you don't need a lot. Right, so we're going over 100 kilometers an hour. Check this out. It's not as aggressive. It's a little bit slower, especially on the nose pitching down. So if I find a target out in the distance and I want to shoot at it, let's say there's something on that horizon, I look at the horizon, see the target, and then I just bank to the left and a little bit up. And now I have all the time in the world to shoot whatever is over there. All this time, plenty of time. And then right before I fall and hit the ground, just swap back, hitting that key that I have bound. So we'll give a small demonstration in the editor. There are two targets out in the salt flats, and like I said before, I will demonstrate in the server itself, because the ATGM behaves a little bit differently in the server versus these guys right here out of my pylons. So we're going to radar on. There is an air target and one ground target out in the distance. We will go meet them, we'll destroy them, and then I'll show you some footage inside the server itself. Okay, it looks like we are approaching our targets out in the salt flats. Like I said, one ground vehicle, one air vehicle. So I'm going to look. I'm going to see that there is a dot on my HUD on the distance. I'm going to aim up a little bit to the left. Swap this to my seats. Find my target. Shoot my ATGM. And keep it on the target. All you have to do is, you don't even have to aim with the crosshair. Just aim with the ATGM. Always put the ATGM on your target, regardless of the crosshair, and you will hit your target. As you can see, I wasn't entirely on the target with the crosshair, but that doesn't matter, because all you have to do is keep that ATGM on your target, not the crosshair. So now I'll show you some footage in the server itself. Okay, we are now on US number 5, the RHS server. I am currently in a K-52, and I will demonstrate how it works in the server itself, because it has a different loadout, different ATGM, and so it behaves a little bit differently than when I was in the editor. So currently I have the vehicle locked. If I hit my keybind to swap the gunner seat, nothing's going to happen. If I unlock it, now I can swap. So please bear that in mind. And I will demonstrate to the best of my ability how this ATGM works towards ground targets. You really shouldn't use it on ground targets unless it's either to get an assist or something you know this ATGM will damage or even kill. So let's just do a quick demonstration on like a building. So as you can see, the ATGM was like above the crosshair, and then when it got close to its target, it dipped down to hit what the crosshair was pointing at. Do bear that in mind, because if there is a vehicle flying perfectly straight at you or perfectly away from you, there is a chance that if it's not moving too fast, you will see the ATGM dip beneath it and miss your target entirely. That goes back to aiming with the ATGM, not the crosshair. But sometimes you just can't help it. The target might be moving so slow that the ATGM moves beneath the target, and that is very frustrating. So I'm going to try and demonstrate me killing a target just out here in the wild on the server. There appears to be an aircraft out in the distance. I'm most likely going to get shot down. I just flew over a ground target. Alright, let's see if we can hit this MI8. Alright, hit him, killed him. As you can see, I was not using the crosshair to aim at my target. I was using the ATGM. Simple as that. I will try and shoot one ground target now so you can see that I do use the crosshair for the ground target, because when the ATGM is close to its ground, close to the ground, pardon my stuttering, when the ATGM is close to the ground, it'll dip down right before its target to hit where your crosshair is. So there's a tank right here. I'm gonna try and shoot at it. Using the crosshair, you see it dip down and hit where the crosshair is pointing. I highly doubt I did anything considerable to him, and he is currently trying to kill me. So anyways, that's just a little demonstration of how I use the K52 in this server. If I said anything that is wrong within this video, please correct me in the comments, so that way people who look at this video in the future will be corrected, and I may even make edits or a future video to correct any misinformation that I might have given out during this one, because I honestly do not know everything for a fact. I'm just doing my best to teach the few people who have asked me how to solo the K52 how to solo the K52. Simple as that. So anyways, if you have any questions, you can ping me on the Discord if you know my name on the Discord, or you can write a comment down below and I'll do my best to respond to you. Thank you guys for watching.